I've always wanted to know how hard it is to kick a rugby ball through the goalposts. Surely can't be that hard, can it?
Many moons ago, I grew up watching one of the best kickers England rugby has ever seen, Jonny Wilkinson. I think it's safe to say that Jonny has legendary status within the England Rugby Union community. His career stats are 346 attempted kicks, 331 successful, meaning that he only missed 15 kicks. But with this impressive record, it begs the question, how hard is it to kick a rugby ball? Well, today, I'm finally going to find out.
So my predictions before we start are, I think it'll be easy. That's my predictions. However, I'm used to kicking a football around. This shaped ball might be the only problem, so I might need to seek a little bit of help along the way in the form of a YouTube video. Right, so I've just got these out my boot bag, right? Have a look at the state of this. They're completely falling apart. Now, I can't remember the last time I played rugby, let alone kicked a ball, right? It's been a few years since I even kicked a football, so I don't know how this is going to go. I have set the ball up on the 20-metre line, so we're going to start at 20 metres, straight in front of the goalposts. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move around the rugby pitch, tight angles, long distances, and then just see how difficult it actually is. In the intro I mentioned that one of my idols growing up was a guy called Jonny Wilkinson. Now, if you don't know who he is and you are English, you should be ashamed. He was arguably the best goal kicker you will ever likely see. So I want to try and emulate him today. I'm right-footed, so slightly different to Jonny, but I want to channel my inner Jonny Wilkinson. Without further ado, let's get these boots on and let's get goal kicking.
As I laced the old boots up, I was fairly confident in my ability to kick a ball, but would a rugby ball be as easy as a football?
Right, so here we go. It's my very first attempt. We're on the 20-metre line. I think this is going to be a piece of cake.
Not having a budget as big as Mr. Beast just yet, after every single kick I'm on my toes having to fetch the ball. Ugh.
Well, one shot, one goal, and I'm saying that was a little bit too easy. So what I'm going to do is head out on the angle now, because I think the angle is where it's going to be the hardest to get over. But 20 metres, there's a bit of wind with me as well, so that's helping. But 20 metres straight, tick, done, easy. Don't need to do that ever again, because that was a piece of piss. Now I think I'm going to need a bit of help on this challenge, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rugby trainer on YouTube up, shout out to you brother, and see what I actually have to do, because I currently have no idea. Right, so now I know what I'm doing. I'm going to head over to the tee, place the ball properly. I'm going to show you how to do that on my other camera. Then we're going to kick it over the posts. From what I've just watched on YouTube, what I have to do is line the tee up with the sort of middle of the goalposts, right? And then what we have to do is we need to get the ball. So on this side, it's a horrendous ball, by the way. It's a £5 rugby ball from Sports Direct. Other sports shops available. And then what I need to do is I then need to line the seam of the ball up with the middle of the posts. However, there is a bit of wind, so what I'm going to do to factor that in, there's a bit of wind from right to left. So instead of doing it for the middle of the posts, I'm going to have it more towards the right hand post. So this could be where goal kicking gets difficult. Now this is my very first attempt, I can assure you of that. So if this goes over, I don't know if it's a fluke or if I just need to be signed up by a professional rugby club. I don't know. I really don't know. But here we go. Let's give it a go. 2 for 2. Yes, get in there. Now, I had to combat the wind because I've got loads of wind coming from this direction. So I had to start that outside the post and basically curl it back in. But that is mega. I am so made up with that one because I didn't genuinely think I was going to get that over. In terms of distance, that only just made it over. So maybe when we start to creep back, that is where we're potentially going to come into a few difficulties. But I'm absolutely buzzing with that. That is wicked. Yes. It's hit the post. So I guess you're actually wondering why I'm actually doing this challenge today. Now, I watch rugby pretty much every single week with my dad. Spoiler alert, we go watching St Helens Rugby League, and every single week, right, I always say to my dad, that goal kicking lark, it just looks easy. It looks genuinely easy. So we were having a conversation recently, and he turned around to me and said, well, you're doing that new channel now, why don't you get out there and give it a go for yourself? Hence the reason why I'm here today on a freezing cold summer's day in the UK. So let's go and see if I can make up for that last shot. This is the last one on this side, and then I'm going to head over to the other side of the pitch, which I think might be a little bit harder than where we are currently because I'm right-footed and I'm guessing the ball is going to probably curl the other way, away from the post, so I'm going to have to combat that. At the line, I just didn't hit it. Too soft. Let's get over the other side and give it a go over there.
With the thought of this side being harder, I edged in just a little bit, just behind the 30-metre mark.
I think this might be where goal kicking becomes a little bit difficult, especially for me. A big Johnny back in the day, one of those, I don't think he would have found this difficult at all. In actual fact, he didn't make goal kicking look difficult whatsoever. Didn't matter where he was on the pitch, whether he was out of his hands or not. He made it look like an absolute doddle. I genuinely have no idea how I'm going to get on here. This could be horrendous, but we'll give it a go. This is what we're here for, to find out how hard it is to become a professional goal kicker. Get in there. So what I was just saying there is how easy goal kicking is. Yes, get in there. Now if you play rugby and you're a kicker, then massive respect. I'm not bad mouthing you whatsoever. It's just I've always fancied coming out and trying it myself. It's always something I've always been really mad keen on knowing actually how difficult it is to do. So to get out and to do it today is pretty cool. If you want to see more sort of challenges where I go and challenge myself, something I've never done before, then make sure you like, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be getting out and doing tons and tons of videos. Oh, I've hit the post again. So I'll take it back. If there's any professional teams out there who want a goal kicker, don't ask me to be one because if it's from the right hand side here, I've got no chance. It's 1 out of 3. Right, so we've done it straight and we've done it on the right and left of the pitch. So what I'm going to do now is going to go for distance. I'm going to attempt a 40-yard shot. Yes! If there's anybody out there who can teach me the proper ways of kicking a ball, as I said, I had a quick look just before I started this. I'm doing it with nobody around. I kind of need somebody to see whether I'm actually doing it right. So if there's anybody on here who wants to bring me along to their rugby club, show me the way, I would be more than happy to take up the challenge and see how good I can actually potentially come at kicking a rugby ball. Get in there. Now, how hard has it been to be a goal kicker in rugby? Now, bearing in mind this is the first time I promise you, this is the first time I've ever kicked a rugby ball. And I reckon that if I was to have a little bit more time, a few sort of training sessions, I could be half decent at it. Now, I really struggled on the right hand side to just gauge where I was kind of kicking the ball. From the left hand side of the rugby pitch, it was kind of fairly easy because I could kind of curl the ball in towards the goalposts, whereas with the other way I felt as if I was overthinking it a little bit and kind of overcompensating for where I needed to kick the ball. So out of 5, what rating would I give rugby goal kicking? It might come across as being really harsh, but considering I'm actually okay at it, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. And I think the only difficulty I find personally is the fact that when you change the angle, that's difficult, and then of course the further you go back, obviously it gets more difficult. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 rating, but like I said, that's not to say it's not difficult. I think it's possibly just because I can kind of already kick a football, so once I kind of know the techniques of doing it, I'm kind of okay at it. But I want to take you guys back to 2015 now. If you're a Welsh fan, you're buzzing at this, but there was a young man called Dan Bigger back in the day at Twickenham, and he broke English hearts. He kicked a goal from halfway line against the English.
Looks a long way, doesn't it? Length, no problem. Length, no problem.
So, to restore a bit of pride within English hearts, this one is for you guys. Now, if this goes over, I want you to smash that like button. I want you to comment. And then most of all, I would love you guys to subscribe so I can get out and do more videos like this where I can find out how difficult things are. And then therefore, you guys will be finding out as well. So let's do it. Come on. Like, comment and subscribe for more videos. See ya!